We're putting rubber to the road on one of the most iconic day rides in Utah, and we're giving you a full itinerary today on At Your Leisure. I'm Ria Rossi Booth.
Hi, I'm Chad Booth. Join me and Ria as we take you on a street biker's dream. Then, Steve Human shows you where you can satisfy your hunger for boating along with your hunger for creepy crawlies.
Lastly, Terry Wood finds out how Montana recreationists are fighting for public land balance.
On the outdoors right now with At Your Leisure.
What a beautiful day it is today for a ride.
Oh, it sure is, and what a perfect place to actually take the ride.
No kidding.
Hi everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure today. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Ria Rossi Booth, and we are riding with Darren Kinder and the Steadmans, and this is incredible. This day we are riding up Wolf Creek Pass, which is heading into Duchesne County. And if you guys never been up this way, this is a perfect motorcycle ride.
That's true. We're winding our way over to the top. There's still a little bit of winter there, and you've got the green just starting to emerge, and some of the spring flowers are out, and so it's really making for a perfect ride today. And you know, a lot of people don't know that Wolf Creek Pass really, I mean, they just don't travel it and realize that it's a perfect biking route. And let's show you why.
Wolf Creek is a beautiful area. It's and the road is a nice and twisty and turny. It's fun to lay your bike into the corners. And when you're on a motorcycle, when you're on two wheels, you really always want to find the most twisty road you can go on. This is one of my favorite areas. I enjoy playing up here in the summer on my motorcycle, and I love riding snowmobiles up here in the wintertime.
Perfect road, windy, curvy, just beautiful. You get so relaxed you almost fall asleep. It's so relaxing, and today's a perfect, beautiful day.
You just see a lot more because you're out, you look any direction. In your car, you always got blind spots you can't see out of, and on a bike you don't so much. You feel it and you smell it and you see a lot more. And you get to smell everything. You go past somebody that's cooking hot dogs or hamburgers, you smell it. You know, going through Yellowstone Park for the first time on a motorcycle, you'll be amazed. You can go through there a lot of times. But you go through there on a motorcycle, and you'll be amazed at how much different it is on a motorcycle going through Yellowstone Park. What you just see and what you smell.
When Russell and I come together, it's something you can be with a large group of people, and you still kind of have your own time together, and you just can relax and enjoy the road. And it's so beautiful. There isn't a part of it that you wouldn't enjoy because there's just so much to see.
It's one of the things that we can get on our road bike and there's nothing else going on. It's just her and I. And we get to visit, you know, we get to talk about things. There's no other distractions.
But it's a beautiful place, a beautiful ride. The highway's great, the scenery's great. You just have to use your head and have fun and wear the protective gear because you are on a motorcycle.
Well, now you can see why people who live along the Wasatch Front, or really all over the state actually, are so crazy about riding this route. In fact, I think that's what we should be doing.
Let's do this. But before we go, let's see what Steve Human is doing. And if you're hungry for the outdoors, you're gonna love this.
All right, let's go, everybody.
That's right, Ria. I am at a place where you definitely will not starve recreation-wise, despite the name. This is Starvation Reservoir, one of the best bodies of water in the state of Utah. And if you are in search of water adventure, get ready for a feast.
Driving over Freedom Bridge on Highway 40 at sunset, you come upon an interesting view. Both to the right and the left, water laps against the beige rocks as birds dance on the air. This is Starvation Reservoir, seemingly out of place and yet somehow exactly where it needs to be.
Starvation Reservoir is our state park here in Duchesne County. Starvation has two incorporated and fully developed campgrounds. What they call the upper campground, or Lakeview campground, sits up on a little bit of a plateau above the lake. full camper hookups. They have 3 cabins. It's a damming of the Strawberry River built by the Central Utah Water Project for irrigation primarily. So the water does fluctuate. In the spring, of course, we try and have it as full as possible. The fishing in it is extremely good. Trout, some yellow perch, walleye.
There's no other body of water in Utah, I think, that compares to the clear blue, bluish green water that we have. 3 years ago, with matching funds, there was a beach created at Starvation. We hauled in a whole bunch of beach sand, created a beautiful beach on the waterfront there. There's also a campground right nearby it. The biggest activity that people do there is, of course, boating. We also have camping, hiking, and the fishing at Starvation right now is just really, really good.
The fishing and water skiing are the main draw right alongside that beach. There's something about hitting the sand on a warm summer day than playing in the water that enhances your experience. It's like you're on the coast. Kids love it. But sometimes it's the lesser known aspects of a destination that really cement it in our memory. In the case of Starvation, there's the old and the new. The old being these guys, crawdads. Tasty, ugly, fun to catch. If you want to try something new, particularly if you have children in tow, catching crawfish is an excellent way to bring the family together, and Starvation has plenty. You'll be surprised how much fun even the teenagers have. It's a great activity.
You got one, you got one. Woo! Hey, hon.
Did you get it? Nice!
It's the biggest one we've ever caught. The only one we've ever caught.
And there are plenty of recipes to choose from when cooking these babies up. Fun to catch, fun to eat. Now, there is something new here as well that is unique for state parks, but it just may hit your bullseye.
Starvation Reservoir also has an archery range. It's the only one at any of the state parks in the state. They're doing it as a pilot. You can actually go and rent archery equipment if you don't have any, or bring your own, and you can actually go out and shoot at 3D targets there at their archery range at Starvation Reservoir.
Once you've hit the target or the water, you have other options as well. There's more to this area than just Starvation. The city of Duchesne is right on the borders of the lake and actually leads to other thrills if you want to extend your stay and explore this lesser-known landscape.
We have a lot of things to do as long as you love the outdoors. The Uinta Mountains are just to the north of us. The largest wilderness in the state is contained within Duchesne counties at the top of the Uinta Mountains. We have the highest point in the state, Kings Peak, is contained within Duchesne County. We have some mountain bike trails, we have some ATV trails.
And those trails are ones most of us have never explored. We're always in search of new experiences, and here they are, quite literally on our doorstep. Can't beat that. Memories of a family trip or that time you found something unique always hinge on those personal moments where, for whatever reason, everything came together just so. Looking out on Starvation with its contrasting shoreline and rippled horizon, you get the feeling that those moments are close at hand, and that whether you're with family, friends, or just exploring solo, you're going to find them right here.
I think what I love personally are the morning sunrises and the sunsets. I think the peacefulness and the calmness, it's just so quiet, and that's what I love most about Starvation, are those two things. We invite anybody to come out. There's lots of room, and we have plenty of space for you, so come out.
All right, let's go ahead and recap. You've got a beach, summer weather, plenty of boating, and great fishing. Sounds like the perfect recipe for your next destination. Well, from Starvation Reservoir, I'm Stephen Heumann. We need to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more at your leisure.
Back in 1946, the business started as a used car operation. We took on the RV business, and we've enjoyed the trailer business so much. Our goal is to make as many people happy as possible. I enjoy when they come in and they let me know they're happy. And if they're not happy, I want to make them happy. I'm excited about it. I think we have a lot of inventory out there to show people. We got some great employees. I want to sell them on what we're here for, and it's all about service.
You go through the day-to-day repeating what you did yesterday. Don't you wish you could access that piece of your life that's missing? Find the beauty, serenity, family fun, or anything else that's missing from your life in the Cedar City, Bryan Head area. Gain access to your adventure, whether it's camping, hiking, the arts, festivals, or just a getaway. Visit CedarCityAYL.com for details on all the adventures that you can access in scenic southern Utah.
Razor, Ranger, Sportsman, Ace. There's a Polaris to match your passion. Confident, comfortable, capable. That's Ace. With a solo cockpit, automotive controls, independent suspension, all-wheel drive, and up to 45 horses of fuel-injected power. Calling it revolutionary would be an understatement.
We are in the wild outdoors, and we're doing one of my favorite things. We're making pizza today, but we're doing it outside. We have Matt here from Camp Chef, and I really do. Pizza's my very favorite thing.
Mine too.
But I usually make it like in the oven, or I just kind of do the makeshift,
Right.
sometimes even in the microwave.
Uh-huh.
This is an outdoor contraption that we can throw it in and make really awesome pizza.
Yeah, exactly. This is one of our newer products as well, the Italia Artisan Pizza Oven. Fantastic. We designed it with one of our artisan pizza makers in Logan there, Jack's Pizza.
Is there a trick to it, or do we just kind of do our thing? Like, we don't have to be experts?
No, it's a learning process. It's having fun with it. It's making what you want, how you like it, and throwing it in. This will stay hot enough the whole time while it's cooking, but it'll do it.
Let's get our hands dirty. All right, Matt, are you an expert at this? I'm ready.
Trying to be.
Okay,
so.
Because you said you've been cooking lately.
Yeah, I've been
more and more.
cooking pizza and learning. We're just gonna stretch these out to about 10 to 12 inch rounds.
Okay.
We're gonna have a little competition here.
Okay, I like it.
all
Good,
right.
healthy competition.
So what are you gonna make?
I want to do the margarita.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
I mean, you don't have crushed tomatoes or anything, but I'll do it with the sauce.
You can do it with that. You can live with
What
it.
are you gonna make?
I'm gonna just do a classic cheese bread.
And so I just spread it around. I mean, this is just make your own, whatever you want to do, right?
However you like it.
Okay. This is fun.
I've got Parmesan, mozzarella, and smoked cheddar for my cheese bread.
Okay. Oh, look how good this looks. The kids like to make their own pizza, so you can kind of get it ready.
They do.
And if you're out camping, you can get the kids excited. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the fresh mozzarella in here too.
Great. So we're gonna go ahead and slide these right into the oven and bake them. They'll bake in about 7 minutes. It's about 500 degrees in that oven right now.
And that's what you wanted at, about 500?
550, and it cooks real quick.
I'm like this, yes! I'm excited. I'm gonna cut it up. I'm gonna beat Matt. He thinks he knows what he's doing with pizza.
I'm fearing for my life at this point. Are you kidding me? Did you see that? Did you see my pizza and hers? Oh,
Mine was
I'm
really
in trouble.
pretty. Mine was pretty.
It was beautiful.
Okay, so this is really an amazing oven. How do you get this?
Log on to www.campchef.com for more information about the Italia Artisan Pizza Oven.
Okay, I'm super excited. They look beautiful, and that was only a few minutes.
It smells good
Yeah,
too.
it smells really good.
Yeah, it goes quick. And if you're not into artisan pizza, making your own homemade, you can even do frozen pizzas.
I think we should go cut these open and dig in.
Yeah, let's do.
Don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That's pretty good. Don't you think?
That's really good.
All right, let me
I think
taste
you
yours.
destroyed me. I'm not even. It's not even gonna be a competition.
Really, really good, Matt.
Just go ahead and swallow.
You know what?
Thanks.
Sometimes people don't like the sauce, and this is your other option, right?
That's true.
Okay, well, I had fun doing this with
You
you.
got both.
Awesome.
Thank you, I did too.
CampChef.com. You're wonderful.
Thanks,
More
you
at
go.
your leisure ahead. We're going to go ahead and just keep eating pizza.
Polaris is riding into summer with unprecedented savings across the world's best off-road lineup. Save $800 or more on 12 models, including $1,400 off the best-selling Ranger XP 900, $1,000 off a revolutionary Polaris Ace, $900 off a legendary Sportsman 570, $800 off the high-performance Razor XP 1000, and get financing as low as 1.99% on everything.
People might tell you it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's really only 30 miles back.
A mountainside trail. A day of speed that pushes your limits. A desert oasis that opens your horizons. A land of horsepower for every taste. Tooele County is all of them in one. It's time to experience a new adventure you never knew you were missing. It's time to find out what's just over the mountain. Tooele County, Utah. The Wasatch Front is your home. Tooele is your backyard.
There are certain types of people out there who put everything to the test. For them, we built the Can-Am Maverick XDS with the first factory-installed turbo. It delivers 121 horsepower, impressive suspension travel, and exclusive Fox shocks. It's engineered to ace any test, including yours. Can-Am, the ride says it all.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. Chad and I are cruising on our bike in the beautiful Wolf Creek Pass, heading into Duchesne County, and we picked a spectacular day.
Yeah, so far we've seen a little bit of wildlife and a lot of wildflowers and everything else. Now, our ultimate goal will be to take us all the way over the pass through these fun twists and turns, and we'll end up in the town of Duchesne. So you can see that there's stuff for bikers to do when you get here, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, but you know, there are a lot more things to do, no matter what your flavor of outdoors, when you get to Duchesne. And that's what we're going to show you right now.
Wolf Creek Pass is not the only place to ride in Duchesne County. In fact, you know, motorcyclers from spring through all the way late fall is a regular scene in Duchesne County because so many great side trips. You know, from Heber to Duchesne is 1 hour. So we're so close to the Wasatch Front. People come for day trips all the time. The roads are fun. They're safe, but they're fun and challenging. We have what's called the Yellowstone ATV Trail, and that is up north, really at the base of the High Uintas. It's not in wilderness, so you're allowed to ride ATV trails there. It's an absolutely beautiful ride, has parts for the beginner and even some for the advanced. The road getting up there is a little bit rocky, but once you're there and unload, it's a fantastic day trip. The other thing that's great for people who love to ride ATVs is if you're street legal, you can go down Indian Canyon on ATVs, but then there's lots of side trips you can take on some of the side roads in 9 Mile Canyon. So 9 Mile Canyon has a small section that isn't paved, but it's absolutely beautiful. High vistas, beautiful desert. It's just a great time to come to the county, enjoy a community event. You can call our office anytime to get details on places to stay, things to do. We have old-fashioned restaurants. We enjoy our communities, and we know that you'll enjoy coming too.
Oh my gosh, it's been a great ride out here in Duchesne County. I mean, this county is so diverse. You can just get a little bit of everything, and we did, believe me. And now we're gonna go grab some grub, and we are also going to thank Rocky Mountain ATV MC for this great trailhead adventure. Check this out.
There are few places in the world known to be more wild, open, and free than Montana. It's part of the fabric of life here, one that residents strongly support. Like many western states, public land issues have come to the forefront of Montana politics, and here in Bozeman, different recreation groups, ranging from ATV clubs to cycling organizations, have come together under the banner of Citizens for Balanced Use. Their goal? Protect their ability to explore Big Sky country.
Right now, the big issue, and it really has been for about the past 10 to 15 years, is access onto public lands, especially federally managed public lands under the BLM and the U.S. Forest Service. Each time a travel plan comes out, it is more and more restrictive, and we lose more and more of our access.
The National Forest, we still have some problems trying to get into areas. They're trying to close more and more roads down for us. And we're just trying to keep those areas open because that's what we like to do. We like to go recreate in these areas.
Before the travel plan closure, we only snowmobiled on 7% of the Gallatin National Forest, which is about 125,000 acres, and we're down to about 69,000 acres of rideable terrain in which we are able to access and ride.
We're always looking to try and maintain the access we have, and in the future we'd like to get some of the places back that we lost in the last travel plan.
Such statistics sound familiar to recreationists in states like Utah, Nevada, and Idaho, where resource management plans have restricted more and more land with each revision. Montana residents created Citizens for Balanced Use as a way to band together and make sure their voices were being heard throughout the political process. Tonight, those user groups have met for their annual fundraiser and to discuss issues that affect each form of recreation. Some of their public land problems have begun to affect even the non-motorized users in attendance.
Maybe you're not a dirt biker or a mountain biker or an ATVer, but you like to hike. What ends up happening is if you want to get deeper into the woods, in a lot of cases now, you don't have the ability to drive further on a Forest Service road and begin your hike deeper in the woods. In some cases, you're literally parking at the highway and hiking from there. And unless you're in fantastic shape and have several days, you may not be able to get to the places that you used to be able to get to as a hiker.
Currently, organizations like Citizens for Balanced Use are teaming up with similar groups in other states to begin working with federal officials to create functional public land planning that could curtail the restrictions hitting places like Montana and Utah. By working together, they may change the focus of the public land debate.
With the CBU, they're good for trying to keep the lands and stuff open for us, so we're able to go in and do our prospecting on our claims. There's power in numbers. CBU has a lot of members there. They've got some lawyers that can do research for you.
It's part of your heritage that you will lose. Fortunately, I have horses. I've been able to access my wilderness areas, but there's a lot of people that don't have that advantage, or you're not physically able to.
As taxpayers, we fund those lands and we would like to recreate on those.
Montana has always been a place for freedom and adventure. With diverse recreation groups joining their voices and working together, it may just stay that way. From the Trailhead, I'm Terry Wood.
The Wildcat. More fun than the usual midlife crisis. The 2015 Wildcat Trail, and introducing the Wildcat Sport. Nothing's as wild.
Camp in the quiet campground and boat and fish on the blue waters of Millsite Reservoir, this week's featured Utah State Park. Golf on a nearby golf course, or bring off-highway vehicles and mountain bikes to enjoy miles of trails in nearby Farron Canyon. Millsite Reservoir is part of the Farron Watershed Project, a multi-purpose water containment completed in 1970 with the combined efforts of several agencies. You can rent paddleboards and kayaks, but the main draw is the beauty of the bluffs that literally sit right at the water's edge. The view makes your golf game one to remember. Full RV hookups are available, along with areas for tent camping. Millsite is located just west of Farron on West Canyon Road. Utah State Parks, adventures for everyone.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. We are in Duchesne City here in Duchesne County, and we're celebrating 100 years of Duchesne County, which is amazingly, it's just incredible. And we're with the mayor. Mayor Raleigh is the mayor of Duchesne City. Nice to have you with us, Mayor.
Thank you. We got this cool bling. There's going to be a big celebration, right, for the 100th anniversary?
Yes, there will be.
Okay.
They're partying all year.
I would.
Check the party calendar in Duchesne County, call the city, talk to the mayor of the Welcome Center. They'll give you a list of all the parties to go to. And you got to be there, because it's just cool.
And this, talk about cool, this is amazing, this memorial. Can you tell us a little bit about how this all started out?
I would. I'd love to tell you. 2 or 3 years ago, a group of women, and we have a couple of men with us, but we're the beautification team, we had wanted to do this. So we set a little bit of money aside, and then it kept dragging on, so we decided that we would go for it. And it was amazing, the people that donated, the private people around town, the oil companies, the engineering firm. We have people from all over the United States that stopped. and look at it and ask us about it.
Yeah.
And how we put it together, because they would like to do the same thing.
If you walk around the memorial, you can see the colorized bronze and the detail of the artwork. And this is part of why you should get on a bike and ride, because when you're driving by in a car on a highway and you're just buzzing through on your way to Vernal or back, you'd never think about stopping and look at this stuff. But when you're on a bike, they're easy to park, and you can explore things like this. And that's really kind of what drew our eye to pull us in here, is just because we've seen it when we've been barreling, and today was a good day to stop.
We have a lot of bikes that stop and park behind it and get out and look.
Well, we have to respect your time and your investment in the show. So right now, it's time for us to find out about our contest winner. And these were folks we ran into today.
In Duchesne County.
And they said, hey, we've got stickers, but they're all on the counter. So we gave them one chance to redeem themselves. Take a look. Is this cheating? That I actually am going to put this sticker in the window for these folks?
I didn't know how to do it.
That's good. You didn't know how to do it. All right.
Good excuse.
Well, I guess that actually has to pull you up towards the front of the line. I don't know. Anyway, congratulations.
Congratulations, Jim and Diane. You are faithful viewers, and it finally paid off. You guys just won a Camp Chef stove. I hope you enjoy it. All right, right now, we're going to go to next week's show.
In 7 days, Chad Booth sails on some of the most beloved crafts on the West Coast. What does he find on these famous vessels? Well, more than you can imagine. Then Reese Stein goes in search of one fish that is all teeth. Will he catch one before one catches him? Find out next week on AYL, brand new every week.
Well, next week's show looks like it's going to be a great one, but I've got to confess it would be hard to top what we've done today. Can you imagine a better biking day than this?
It was a perfect 10-day.
I mean, it really was. You know, the wind, the blue skies, green, warm, perfect.
Yep.
All right.
And we ended it here at the Duchesne City Welcome Center. And really, this is a visitor information place. And honestly, they're really very welcoming. They've got some great stuff in there. You can go in there and grab some 100-year-old swag. You can get stuff like maps and just cute little novelties. It's just a real comfortable place to hang out, and everyone's super friendly.
We invite you to come out and explore Duchesne County. We also encourage you to do it on a bike. And if you need a little advice on that, talk to Steadman's here, because they set you up just right.
We'd do it again.
Yeah, they might even go with you if you buy a bike from them. Sure, we need an excuse to go riding.
Right.
Anyway, our time is out for today here on At Your Leisure, but we do want to remind you, as we do every week, that there's adventure around every single bend, but you won't find any of it
sitting on your couch.
Let's get up, ride.
You know, going up over Woodland, up.
Congratulations, Jim and Diane. Oh, crap. Was that her name? We're going to go look at next week's show.
You have a message. You have a brand. You have something worth experiencing. What you don't have is an audience. It's time to change that. It's time to partner with the #1 outdoor program in the country and show the world what you have to offer. Advertising on At Your Leisure is effective and affordable, giving you an audience that dwarfs anything else out there, backed by a proven force of outdoor adventure. Contact the AYL team at 801-947-8888. It's time your message was heard.
Hi, I'm Chad Booth from At Your Leisure. I hope you just enjoyed the YouTube video that you just watched. Now, remember, we come up with new videos like this every single week, so you might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a single story that we have out. Now, you can also share us with all of your friends on social media. Here's how to do it right here, and that way they can have fun too. If you want detailed information, we of course have our website, AYLTV.com, and from there you can find out which television stations we broadcast on, so you never have to spend a day without your fix of family-oriented outdoor recreation adventure. Plus, don't forget we have really cool contests.